What is up, people? This is the Oracle. We are back online for a new and probably last Vintage Cube Draft video, as this will probably, I think just this will be uploaded tomorrow, and it's Wednesday, so it's the last day of the cube. So yeah, it's probably just gonna be the last, and I'm pretty happy right now. I don't really know why. I just did another cube before, but I did not record, and I got crushed. But like, I think I've never had draws that that matched up that poorly against someone. That was crazy. I don't think my deck was bad, but I just got like slammed on my neck. But yeah, Mock Sapphire, pretty good card. Yawgmoth Wheel is also quite sweet. Vortex pretty good for the mono red deck. Exarch if you want to go Kiki Chiki combo, I guess. But I don't see any reason not to pick the sweet Mox. Um, Here I guess I could pick Imperial Seal. And maybe try to wheel the Yawgmoth Wheel and go into some type of blue-black combo deck. Other than that, there's not a ton of things. A bunch of medium creature. Findorn Elves is pretty good. Don't really like any other creature though. Palinchron, I guess, if you want to try to combo this way. I do like It's a Charm a lot. It's quite versatile, pretty useful. Um, the fact that you can just kill a small creature from, I don't know, a Findorn Elf or a Goblin Guide, while still being able to counter Planeswalker and whatnot is just amazing. And worst case scenario, you can always just double loot and try to find what you want. I'm probably just gonna pick that. I like blue-red a lot. I like that card a lot. And well, I guess I could pick Bolt and try to wield the It's a Charm if I want to be blue-red. Maybe that makes sense. Hmm. Maybe it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Bolt does not typically go super well with Mock Sapphire, though you can play just a blue-red control deck in which both cards are good. But my thinking here was that the card I wanted to pick was It's a Charm, and It's a Charm is actually quite likely to wheel. So I might as well pick a red card, because I will end up blue-red. I don't know. Um, I wish I had a little bit more. I had a little bit more time to think. Maybe I would have done something different. So here we have Inkwell, which is great Tinker target. If we do get Tinker, we already have Mock Sapphire, which is a pretty good thing to Tinker away. Another option is to pick Gitaxian Probe, which is fine. It's pretty good if you are Storm. In other deck, it's medium. But it's actually quite sweet in any combo deck. I don't know, it's close. I think I'm gonna go with Probe. The Leviathan might wheel anyway, and we don't really have the Tinker right now. And if we do end up getting a Tinker, maybe I can just get something else. Dark Dwellers could be sweet. I already have two decent spells to use with. I haven't played with this card a ton in Vintage Cube. I think it's kind of slow, but it's not bad. Like, if you can, obviously some spells in Vintage Cubes are amazing. Like, if you can get something back like a Time Walk or Ancestral Recall, that's pretty insane. So that could be an option. I think I'm just gonna with Anticipate though. Anticipate is a good cantrip. And when I'm playing blue-red, I want to be playing some type of combo deck. Maybe some blue-red Blackstorm deck, maybe some blue-red Kiki Chiki deck, maybe some blue-red Sneak and Show deck. So, this type of card in combo decks are pretty good. So, just like that a decent amount. I do like this more than most people, so I might just pick this here. Just love that card, I think. It's amazing. Nobody plays around it. It's cheap, efficient. I like that. Yeah, I think I like that card more than I should, but still one of my pet cards from the Vintage Cube. Careful Study I only like in Reanimator, otherwise it's kind of meh. Verdant Catacomb, not the best fixing right now given what we have. Colonnade, meh, maybe. Sometimes you want to play white in your Kiki Chiki deck for Restoration Angel or the new Recruiter of the Guard. Goblin Guide is really good too, but I don't think we'll be playing mono red. I'm just gonna go with Daze. At least I can, pick the Daze without having to justify myself too much, because I tend to pick Daze over other cards that I should probably not when I should probably not pick it over some cards. Yeah, I kind of what I just. Hopefully this was clear, but I mean this was not clear, but hopefully you understood what I meant. But yeah, this was clearly not very clear. Yeah, that was another amazing sentence. All right, all right. Nothing I really like here. I guess there's Plateau, in case I do end up in this blue-red Kirigi deck that wants to splash for white. Tezzeret is fine. Maybe I get some more artifact. I think I'm gonna pick Tezzeret on the off chance that I get some more artifact and that it's good in my deck. Right now it's not looking very good though. Eureka is a pretty fun card, but I don't think we'll be doing that. There's nothing I really like here. I'm gonna pick Dragonlord Silumgar in case I can splash for it, or I want it in some matchup. Chandra Pyromaster is fine in mono red, but when you are playing blue red, it's often kind of medium because you are playing some counter spells, and this does not play very well with counter spell, and you don't really care about the +1. It's not a bad planeswalker, it's just not very good in blue red decks, I think. Okay, Smash is good card, very main deckable in Vintage Cube. Just gonna pick that. Though I guess given what I have, this could be a Thing in the Ice deck. I'm not sure that Thing in the Ice deck are a good deck in Vintage Cube, but the things I want to play right now are almost all triggering the Thing in the Ice. Maybe I'll pick that and try it out. Smash is fine, but I could find some other ways to destroy artifact in red. Yawgmoth will wield. Yeah, I think this probably means that Storm should be, will be, might be open. In my opinion, Yawgmoth Will is the most important card in Storm, or at least it's the card that will let you Storm easily, the most easily, if I may say so. So I don't know, I'm gonna pick it. Maybe we will not get to play that, but who knows. Delver is a card I don't like at all. Like, it's one of my least favorite card of all time. I just don't like the card. But maybe it's gonna be good. Like, we might be playing this type of Delver, Tempo, Thing in the Ice, Young Pyromancer deck, and there's nothing great for Storm here, so I'm just gonna pick that in case we end up doing that. We wield the Leviathan, which is cool. The Chandra might be a better option, actually. We did not get many artifacts, so I'm not sure about the Tinker plan. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Chandra, which, you know, she's just a pretty good finisher. Unfortunately for us, the Izzet Charm did not wheel. So, probably someone else at the table do like that card as much as I do. But it's pretty bad news for us because it certainly means that someone else is trying to play a blue-red deck of some sort. We don't have to be blue-red though. I mean, I picked a Bolt because I thought the Charm would wheel, and I got Chandra Prelate, but yeah, I mean, we don't have to be this deck. Okay, most powerful card here is pretty clearly Mana Vault. I don't think there's anything close. So, I mean, Tree Speaker is good, and sometimes if you are mono green, this is going to be better than a Mana Vault, though I kind of doubt it. That card is just busted. Power Stone, Boar Signet are all also decent, but this is just stronger. I think I'm gonna pick that, and maybe I can wheel the Dark Petition. I mean, if Yawgmoth wheels, Dark Petition should wheel, right? And maybe I'll just go Storm. Delver, I don't want to play that in Storm, but Thing in the Ice is actually decent in Storm. This can buy you time, and then, you know, you can flip it. It can buy you more time. It works pretty well with Storm in general. With Storm spells, I should rather say. Alright, Demonic Tutor. Another very good card in Storm. I'm just gonna pick that. Preordain is really good too. I don't think it's gonna wheel, but that would be amazing. Bloodsin and Mire and Temple of Deceit would be decent piece of fixing to get to. But yeah, I think we are storming. We will try to storm at least. There's nothing great for a Storm deck there. Might just pick Venser. Venser is good in general. It's not great in Storm, but not really sure what. I don't think there's any good cards for Storm here. I guess we could pick Nicol Bolas, and we might end up playing some type of Grixis control deck. That's an option. Yeah, that's definitely an option. And Nicol Bolas is pretty sweet. I haven't cast a Nicol Bolas yet this winter, so I'd be pretty happy to do so. Now, Ujin might just be better. Yeah, I think if you can afford the three colors, Nicol Bolas is. Oh, it's close. Both are strong. I'm gonna go with the Bolas. Bolas is sweet. El Bolas. Alright, several cards I do like here. Through the Breach is one of my other pet card. I love that card. Show and Tell 2. I could pick Through the Breach, hope to wheel Show and Tell, and maybe go blue-red cheat stuff onto the battlefield deck. I think these are options. Risky options, but options nonetheless. That's a very late Rough-Lows, by the way. That card is quite powerful. Let's put it this way. Vampiric Tutor is good, fine. Much weaker than Demonic Tutor, obviously. Remand is always fine. I could just pick Remand and be probably quite happy with that. It's certainly gonna end up in my deck no matter what I do. But when I see a Through the Breach, I just pick it. This is, if you didn't know, this is my DCs. Okay, let's pick Glen. Glen is good. Impulse is quite strong too, but this is just more powerful. Ooh, Force of Will. It's another card I pick way higher than most people. But having protection against nonsense in Vintage Cube seems like a good idea to me. Alright, Gearhulk I think is looking quite good here. Funnily enough, Through the Breach is an instant, so you can Through the Breach a Gearhulk, which will which I'm pretty sure you can, yeah, which then you can recast Through the Breach with. So if you have a Miracle, this is 5 more power and it means it's lethal. Yeah, I don't know, this is this is really random, but it's something you can do. But either way, I like Gearhulk a lot with Force of Will. I have a decent amount of good instants, so it's just looking pretty good. And I'm not sure if Storm is actually that open. We are seeing some pretty key cards, but not a ton of good cards. Like, there were at least 3 or 4 pack where there was nothing. So I'm not sure if I should be doing that. What I'm trying to say is I don't feel too bad about maybe just going into some type of blue-red deck that wins with Through the Breach and stuff like that. That being said, I'm still gonna pick Grim Tutor here in case Storm. In case I get a bunch of good Storm cards pack 3. Same with Dark Petition. Ooh, both Temple of Deceit and Bloodstain and Mire wheeled. Huh. I'm not even sure which one is better. Probably Bloodstain and Mire. I mean, there's a chance I end up straight up blue-red, in which case I'm very likely to still want to splash for the Tutor. Yeah, I think this is actually better. And if I ever get, a fetchable dual land, it's gonna be good. Maze of It is fine. Not great, but fine. Ooh, we wheeled the Show and Tell. That's a good sign. That really makes me want to go into the blue-red Sneak and Show deck more than the Storm deck. Don't like Magus of the Wheel, because very often it's going to be the only creature in your deck when you are playing Storm, and it's just going to eat a Removal. It's just going to make one of your opponent's card that would be useless otherwise useful, and that's not really what we want to be doing. I can't really imagine myself untapping with that when I'm playing Storm, so it's just not Yawgmoth's Will. The same with Magus of the Wheel. All these Magus are sweet, but they are not powerful enough for this cube. I think they make sense in a cube where you wanna have a little bit less power. And for example, you don't have Yawgmoth Wheel or Wheel of Fortune, but you have the Magus instead. But if you have both the strong card and the weak card, I don't know. Like winning with a good Storm deck with Yawgmoth Wheel is already not that easy. But then if you if you need to have a creature that survives one turn, it becomes almost impossible. All right. I have a bunch of tutors. I have a Yawgmoth Wheel, but I have no mana. Like I don't have a Lionside Diamond or Black Lotus or Dark Ritual or anything like that. So Storm is not looking great. I don't think I'm gonna pick Tendrils. I think it's very likely gonna wheel because Storm is open. So even if I get a bunch of good Storm cards after that, I should still be willing that. I'd rather pick Fact or Fiction or Mana Leak. I like both cards. Sundering Titan is an option to play with Show and Tell and Through the Breach, but it's a little bit underpowered, I think. So I'd rather try to get an Eldrazi if possible. Do like Mana Leak a lot. I do like Foff a lot. I don't have a ton of card draw right now. I'm gonna go with Foff. There's a Lionside Diamond, as well as Counterspell. I'm gonna pick Counterspell. I'm pretty sure this is gonna wheel anyways. There's also Memory Jar. I think there's a way I can have a really good Storm deck here. Maybe I should just be doing that. It's kind of a weird scenario where Storm is really open, but we did not get a ton of card pack 2 because of how packs were opened. And now it's kind of unclear to me what I should be doing. I don't have any fatty to play with Show and Tell and Through the Breach, so the blue-red deck would be kind of weak if I don't get any Emrakul or stuff like that. So maybe I should just go with LED. I'm pretty sure it's wheeling. I could pick Memory Jar and hope to wheel the Lionside Diamond. I think it's gonna wheel. Brain Freeze. Maybe now I pick that. Still no Eldrazi. There's Steam Vent. If I'm playing Storm, I'm not gonna play red though. Yeah, let's pick the Brain Freeze. Ooh, Blightsteel Colossus is pretty amazing with Through the Breach and Show and Tell. It's one of the cards I'm pretty happy to use with these. That's not an Eldrazi. I'm probably gonna pick that. Frantic Search is fine in Storm, but we don't really have anything to abuse this effect. We don't have Heartbeat of String or High Tide, so yeah, I'll just go with Colossus. I will not try to play an hybrid deck between Storm and Through the Breach, but at least I will have my options open for as long as possible, which is not always a good thing to do because I might end up short on playables, but I'm pretty sure all the Storm cards I did not pick will wheel anyways, so the only thing better I could have done was maybe to pick the Memory Jar and then wheel the Lionside Diamond. Arena is fine in Storm. Sheoldred, not exactly the type of card you want to Through the Breach, or I guess it's fine with Show and Tell, but it's more of a Reanimator type card. Probably just picking Dimir Signet here, which is gonna be good no matter what I end up doing, so. Cabal Ritual, okay. How many packs? Is this the last? No. So let's say I get Cabal Ritual. I pick Cabal Ritual now. In the next booster, there's Dark Ritual, and then I'm wheeling all the things I said I would wheel. I probably have a really good Storm deck, but otherwise, I don't really know. Like, Storming without Dark Ritual is kind of tough. If you have Lionside Diamond, you can do it. Time Spiral now, and still no fatty. Yeah, I think we are just gonna Storm. Tendrils wheeled as expected. Ooh. Was this the pack with Lionside Diamond? I think it was, and it did not wheel. Shit. That card was super important. I was sure it would wheel, So someone either counter drafted or took a card that would be, yeah. You cannot play Lionside Diamond outside of Storm, and I'm pretty sure there's no one playing something else. Fuck. Yeah, I really thought it would wheel. Kinda weird. Probably someone counter drafted. I cannot really explain that otherwise. And now it's gonna be real tough because without Lionside Diamond, we cannot really storm. I mean, I risked it. I cannot complain, but still, I'm pretty, yeah. Someone had to just counter draft or not care about what they were picking because there's no way someone else is playing Storm. Both, I got pretty late Brain Freeze, Tendrils Wield. That's kind of lame. But I guess I kind of ask for that by not committing. I honestly don't think you can have chance to kill your opponent with Storm without Dark Ritual, Black Lotus, or Lionside Diamond. You just will end up with not enough mana. So, goodbye Storm. Sorry for those of you who were excited about seeing me play Storm, but we will not be doing that. Probably just gonna go blue-black control, splashing for Tezzeret might be decent, by the way. Blue-black control, splashing for red. Kalidas is playable, maybe. Fiend is decent. Alright, so let's just look at what we have. I still think we have a pretty good deck, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. We have good card draw spells. We don't have any removal though. We have some good counter spells, which is nice, but we don't have any removal. Yeah, control decks without removal. Kinda tough. Mesafate is probably gonna be quite good in stack, mostly because we don't have removal. I don't think I want Fiend. Fiend in the Ice I think is pretty good. Tezzeret I think is a little bit too medium. Funny thing you can do is also show and tell your Dragonlord Silumgar and, hope they will put something good, but it's quite likely that it will put something good, so it's kind of sweet. I think this deck is still quite good. It would just be a little bit better with some removal. I would have played Storm with the Lionside Diamond. I don't think we can play Storm without, though. And a bad Storm deck just cannot win. Ooh, there's another Tezzeret, which I kind of forgot about. Yeah, I'm probably just not gonna play any of these Tezzerets. Kalidas can stay in the side, I guess. That's not really an issue. Everything else is pretty good, right? Mesafate is a spell and Mox Sapphire a land. I could cut Probe. Having Probe around is kinda nice for show and tell though. This is 24 spells. I need to cut one card. And the mana base is gonna be amazing. I have one fetch. It's gonna be mwah, perfecto. And look at all those double blue and double black. Ooh. Ooh. Lovely. The good news is that I have a blue-black signet, because what I was saying before was obviously sarcastic. And I'm only splashing for one red spell. Yeah. I guess 2 red spells. Alright, what is the plan? Maybe I should not splash for Through the Breach. No, I want to. Because I want to, yeah. And we have a bunch of tutors, so this is not like... When you have like a 2 combo card that wins the game, most of the time at least, and you have 2 tutors in your deck, this is like 3 tutors in your deck, this is realistic, right? Good news is I can use my tutor to fix my mana base. Yeah, you can just fetch a land with Demonic Tutor, Grim Tutor, or Dark Petition. Not exactly what you're supposed to do, but you can do it. I think... I might just want to cut one of the Tutor, actually. Not Demonic Tutor, but... I actually wonder if Dark Petition is not better than Grim Tutor, because you don't lose life. If you can have the mana, it's more mana efficient, because this deck will have the Spell Mastery. Could also cut Phyrexian Arena. So many options. So many options. My deck do produce a decent amount of mana, so Arena should be good. Maybe I'm cutting Dark Petition. I think the Grim Tutor is worse though. Nah, I'm gonna cut Dark Petition. Alright, on to the amazing mana base. This would be 8. Let's count the Dimir Signet and Golgari Signet. This is 2 black, 3 black. This would be 9 black, which is fine. Not amazing, but decent. And 9 blue, which again is not amazing, but decent. And 3 red. Since I can tutor up for a mountain if I really want to, if I really need to, I feel like I might want to add a little bit more blue. Make sure I can cast these. Yeah, okay. Now it's a 3-card combo because I need Through the Breach, my red, and the Colossus, so it's not really a 2-card combo anymore, I guess. Alright, we'll do that. Grixis control of the Through the Breach. Nah, I would probably have ended up with a better Storm deck than my control deck is, but again, I think it was first kind of weird that the Lionside Diamond did not wheel, and yeah, draft was not very obvious by any mean. But enough talking. Hope you guys enjoyed the draft. Thank you for watching, and see you in a couple seconds for this first match against Shirauni. I don't really know how I should pronounce that.